Note the disclaimer, and also remember that my Patreon supporters got to see preview images, work in progress shots, and high resolution images of the completed product. They also get little minifigures every time they donate $10. If you want to join them, the link is in the description below. Hello out there, this is Wake Angel 2001 coming at you with a commission for one of my Patreon supporters, ACReinhardt. It is Gemerl! Yes, Gemerl, one of the boss characters from Sonic Advance 3 and the physical proof that the Sonic battle game on Game Boy Advance actually is canon in the greater continuity of Sonic the Hedgehog. I know some people think that it's an uncanon spin-off game like Hyrule Warriors is, but no, it's canon because it actually had an effect on the overall storyline of the game, so there. Now, as we all know, Gemerl is Emerl from Sonic Battle, who was salvaged and rebuilt by Dr. Eggman. And, I have made Emerl and some other Jizoids as commissions for other people in the past. The problem is that there was never really a good base figure. I tried to get it by with Star Wars Battle Droids, but they were thinner, more fragile, and they didn't have the same kind of articulation that the Sonic figures had. Well, thanks to the ever-present March of Progress, we do have a pretty good base toy now. It is the Mega Man Voltnut figure from the 66mm Bandai line. You may recall that I did reviews for the Mega Man X and regular Mega Man figures from this line, and Voltnut is just, another one of those figures who happens to have the right body type to make into a Jizoid. So let's begin the conversion. I suppose the most obvious place to start is the head, where I had to cut off the hair points because they stuck out too far, and then sculpt a gigantic ball of epoxy sculpt all around Mega Man's head. Really, the ball joint at the bottom is the only thing still exposed, because, Jizoid has a proportionately much larger head than Mega Man does. Of course, it's kind of hard to see the details until I paint it, but there you go. Now, I didn't want to sculpt the forehead crest because it has very sharp points and a very specific curve to it, so this was something that had to be made out of craft foam. This is the shape. You may notice that there's a couple little notches there. That's because I could then pinch those notches closed and glue them in place to create the natural curve of the Jizoid crest, at least Gemerl's version of the Jizoid crest. A little bit of epoxy sculpt to be the middle forehead jewel, and there you go. Oh, hey guys. Also, remember how during the Worlds Unite crossover arc, the Gemerl finally actually got to make a cameo appearance in the comic book, where he helped fight off Mega Sonic Man? It was, Sonic Man, yeah. So yeah, he's also in the comic book, so that's kind of cool too. Okay, so yeah, that's his head. Compared to the head, the body requires much less sculpting. I just put a little blob of epoxy on the chest so I could put those three circle patterns that he has. And then with a repaint job, it's actually pretty amazing how much like the Jizoid this body looks. The only difference is that he doesn't have that, the design with the hips that looks like a little cylinder with two balls coming off the end. I don't think we can find anything that looks like that unless it's specifically made to be that way. Although he does have a convenient little backpack in the same place and pretty much the same size as the Jizoid, so that was super convenient. On the forearms, I sculpted on some little those points that he has, like those little blades that he has in his forearms. And for hands, these are a pair of random Sonic figure hands that I had. They were already broken in the box that I had them in, so I just had to cut the glove cuffs off and then glue them onto the ends of the arms. With a paint job, those are the Jizoid's arms. You have the big ball on the shoulder, you have a cylindrical bicep, yeah, that's pretty much it. Only thing is that Voltnut's left arm was a little bit bigger because it was his blaster arm, but, again, they can't be perfect. These are custom figures, not actually purpose-built figures. The legs pretty much had the exact same type of modification going on, a little blade thing going on the shin instead of the forearm. And then I had to make the feet bigger because, Sonic characters have much bigger feet. That's the thing. Bigger hands, bigger feet, bigger heads. But yes, with the paint job, it's, looks just the part. So that means all the parts are customized now. So let's reassemble the figure and take a look at the completed Jizoid. And there is Gemerl, the supposedly the most powerful of all Jizoids, because there actually are multiple Jizoids. And the great mystery of who created the Jizoids was, it was the Nocturnus clan from Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. Yeah, that they created the Jizoids. Or did they? Perhaps they found the original Jizoid and then made copies of it. We're not really sure about that. Though one of the guys actually does speak directly about Emerl, so yeah, you do know that they did have contact with the Jizoid. But yes, that is Gemerl, the Black Jizoid. He looks so cool. And I do love that this Mega Man figure has all the articulation, so you can put him into whatever battle pose you want next to the Jazzwares Sonic figures. He doesn't have any kinds of limitations in posability, and that's just fantastic. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe so I can get, grow. And this is Wake Angel 2001. I'm gonna sign off now.